Sign up today for a 7-day free trial at alerts.chartguys.com. When checking in on the cryptocurrency space, when we last left off, we were heading up towards key resistance levels, and it looked like we were about to break. The bears showed up just in time, lost 4-hour uptrends, so that was the scenario where we look for tightening daily ranges. So with the rejection from Bitcoin, we certainly got close. We got pretty much within 1%, and then the bears showed up in a big way. So what we have now is our daily range being established with our high, our low of the pullback, our lower high was set, and now we're looking for a higher low compared to 6,600. We have the exponential support to be watching, and I do believe that if we lose that level, the odds of a bear break would increase. If we hold that level, the odds of a bull break stay in favor. We have the ETF decision approaching. Tomorrow is the deadline, and some people are speculating that because some of the ETFs were already delayed and this one was not, that something might be different this time around. I'm going to lay it out real clear. I think that we have perhaps a 90% chance of a delay, a 5% chance. Actually, let's do this again. Let's go 85% chance of a delay, 10% chance of a rejection, 5% chance of approval. The market is pricing in a delay, in my opinion. If we get approval, it's an all-in instantly event because the price is going to significantly react to see continuation into an area with a lack of resistance on that FOMO news. If we get denied, I would expect a pullback, but I would expect it to be fairly brief. I wouldn't expect it to be massive or any kind of huge sell-off. So it's something to be aware of and certainly something to be paying attention to as far as going into tomorrow. But on the shorter term timeframes here for Bitcoin, so we pulled back, we held the 4-hour support pretty much to the dollar, and then we got a break. But at this point, you can see the bear break is not getting a whole lot of follow through, which is a pretty good sign for the bulls. That being said, we also have not found a new support level. We're still fading on the 4-hour. A support level needs to be found, and then the bulls are going to have to shift their momentum. And if we look at it on a different time frame, perhaps a little bit more condensed on the 6-hour chart, it's looking a little bit more like an equilibrium with our high, low, lower high, and scouting for a higher low to form. So I made a trade today, and it was based on 15-minute oversold climax. Again, I'm a broken record at this point, but the alert system, 15-minute oversold climax, which shows the RSI and volume in unison hitting certain thresholds, has just been such a good indicator in the past 2 weeks of trading. It's been great for entry points. So I saw this approaching this morning. I was doing my usual morning live routine and trading stocks, and I said, all right, I'm not going to be able to pay attention much, but I'm going to put some orders in on Ethereum, anticipating that we're going to get a 15-minute oversold bounce on Bitcoin. So I got filled on Ethereum at 240.10, and I sold at 245.10 just a half hour later, just again because I wasn't paying attention and just wanted to lock in that 2% move. Little quick day trade flip. So the alert system with its free week trial of alerts.chartguys.com, the best signal in this current market environment, because they change and the best signals change with it, is the 15-minute oversold climax alert. So for Bitcoin bulls, they want to change the hourly trend back in their favor at this point, which would indicate a support level being established. We have a clear hourly lower high, lower low pattern. We just set another lower high at 7,900 essentially. Bulls have to come down, hold 75.70, and then break 7,900 to change this hourly trend and give us a new 4-hour support level, and then we would look for a 4-hour lower high compared to where we topped out last night. Ethereum. So Ethereum didn't break resistance as well, and we are in a tightening daily range. So we have our high and our low, we set our lower high, and now we're looking for a higher low to form. So on the 4-hour time frame, we can see a long lower wick bullish candlestick on this the most recent 4-hour candlestick, but again, it's the same as Bitcoin. Hourly, clear downtrend. Have to change the hourly trend to see that shift in momentum, as the bears have been in control of the hourly ever since that top. And look at that big time pullback from the high to the low, roughly about 8% on that dump, and a solid bounce there as well. So I'm still in the swing position of Ethereum. What I'm doing is breaking up swing position and day trade position. Day trade positions, I'm locking in a few percent on quick oversold bounce flips. And swing position, I'm playing the longer term pattern, and with my break even currently down in the low 230s, still pretty comfortable and going to wait for the bulls to attempt a daily higher low here. So I did not sell any position, looking for the bull break, but again, that was my game plan from the get-go. So we were watching the ETH BTC chart, and at this point, we're no longer looking for a daily bull flag. The pullback's getting a little bit too significant for that. But again, it is still the same setup with the 4-hour time frame, seeing pretty contained consolidation of lower highs and lower lows. So we just need to see this 4-hour lower high pattern break with the most recent lower high at 323. And if that does break, then we will have our daily high or low established, and we'll try and make our way back up to the recent high. So Bitcoin bulls have been in favor over Ethereum over the past, 3/4 of a day of trading, 20 hours. And we're watching for that to shift, but at this point, there is no sign of that shift just yet. All about the 4-hour time frame for clarity there. Litecoin is still in its pattern as well. So as we talked about in the video yesterday, going over all those altcoins, the names that have seen more of a bounce and were closer to a bull break, not only were they closer to a bull break, but they also have more space to work with before breaking support. So right now, if we were to look at Bitcoin, which we will do, on the daily time frame, what percent move would it require for a bear break from where we stand to the recent low? And we need to drop 16% for that bear break. And we just compare it to Litecoin. What does Litecoin need to drop? Litecoin needs to drop about 7%. Very big difference, not nearly as much space to work with. The daily uptrend is in jeopardy here. If we see that lower high and lower low on the daily, we're back in weekly consolidation mode and seeing if the bulls can keep the weekly uptrend in their favor. So any name that breaks the recent low on the daily time frame is certainly going to be weaker than names that have not. And looking at XRP, it's similar to Litecoin in the sense that the bulls don't have a ton of space to work with. High, low, lower high, and heading down have to form a higher low compared to 3566. Let's see if these names are similar. On the hourly time frame, looking at Litecoin, clear downtrend, same as Bitcoin and Ethereum, and XRP on the hourly time frame, same as Bitcoin and Ethereum. Clear hourly downtrend has to change the trend to shift that momentum back to the bulls after the daily rejection of last night. Binance has been showing some different signs. Inside bar currently forming, short-term support is down in the 2750s. Bulls are just fine if the inside bar breaks bearish. Anything above 2314 is a higher low on the daily time frame. And if we get a bull break, then we're looking at all-time highs yet again. Similar hourly time frame, but you can see just this candlestick alone, we broke the hourly lower high. So that alone shows us a little bit more of a bullish shift favoring the bulls and still holding the 4-hour exponential supports on this time frame. So Binance holding up the best out of everybody that we just looked at on their daily time frame. And other than that, everybody else is in tightening range. If we see anything but a delay tomorrow, we could see some significant reaction. But if we get the delay, then we're going to be looking for the daily ranges to give us a break sometime Wednesday or Thursday, in my opinion. It's possible to tighten up into the weekend, but that would require a big volume drop-off and things certainly slowing way down if that's going to be the case. Certainly possible. So I am going to continue holding my Ethereum swing position at this point. I'll probably just set a stop loss at break even because there is nothing better than being in a risk-free trade. Currently working on a Tesla risk-free trade that I am in, just with some maneuvering around, and that's that. At the end of the video here, we've got some clips from Drumstrong, the cancer organization charity event that I go to every year. It's been 10 years now, and certainly more low-key this time around. We used to do the whole festival, 3-day music scene, 30-hour-long drum circle. We'd have people like Keller Williams and who else? Toubab Crew. Some bands come out and play. And that was a lot of fun, but the local area high schoolers decided to use that as their prom party, and they would come get messed up, and they ruined all the fun for everybody. So we've dialed it back to a much more low-key, intimate event these days, and it's just during the day. We just drum for 6 hours, but it's still good to see all these same people that have been coming for over a decade in a row now. And it's a good old college reunion as well, as it is my college roommate and his family who have founded it. So I have this problem where I do things and I have my camera around, but I'm not used to having a camera. So all the cool things in life, I don't film. So I got all the low-key stuff, the start of the drum circle when it was really lazy and missed all the high-energy fun, but you get the idea. Do good things out there. We'll see you tomorrow.